anymore. I hate this feeling, cause I won't be breathing you in my lungs anymore. It's not right, you're trading numbers with some dude who's at my party. Oh, taking a bite of my body, want you all over my body. Lights out and we never leave, we never leave. I'm always checking my phone and you're happy being alone and I've got you on my mind.
Hi, this is Eric Stoller. We're here at the American Academy of Stem Cell Physicians. I'm here with Dr. Benjamin Arthur, the president and founder of PolyRegen. Thank you for being here today. I know you guys are part of this Stem Cell Society event. Share with the folks what you do and your company does to help support the medical industry.
Yes, thank you very much for the introduction. What we do, we are part of a movement where we're trying to shift the medical paradigm from diagnose and treat to predict and prevent. And some of the things that we're doing on the way is personalized precision medicine. And we're also very much involved in pushing products that would help the body to heal itself. And that's where these tissue allografts that contain all kinds of good stuff like stem cells and cytokines and growth factors, et cetera, are involved in it. One of the things that would be very important about this is because of the fact that it contains natural factors that really your body can.
So can you share with us your company, how it's helping individuals improve the quality of their life? So I really should talk to us about that.
So our company helps improve the quality of life of individuals in two different areas. Our products are used medically for medical issues like osteoarthritis, sexual health, other pain relief and other medical issues like that. But also our products are also used for aesthetics like wrinkle removal, hair regrowth, and the like. So we're able to take care of people in the inside, rejuvenate, regenerate, repair, and regrow. And we're also externally able to help them to look younger, grow back hair, and relieve the wrinkles and all that. And one of the more important things is that our products don't seem to have any significant side effects like other products that are used, pharmaceutical products that are used. So that's something that's very, very important to note.
So let me ask you, in terms of the future of the industry in which you've seen being a big proponent of helping people improve the quality of their lives, where do you see the future going over the next 5-10 years with this industry?
I think that there are lots of headwinds, confronting this field, although it's very promising. And most of the headwinds are man-made, typically from the pharmaceutical industry, and where the FDA is arguably proxies for them, though they're doing a good job trying to ensure safety, because invariably with new technology like that, there are always going to be bad actors and try to infiltrate because of the money situation in there. But we expect or hope that there's a good balance between the real science and people trying to use things as a gimmick. And that FDA would also be more reliant on the science than maybe the other influence of big pharma trying to shut out small biotechs from actually producing things, because the bottom line should be that the health of the patient and the well-being of the people.
Absolutely. So let me ask you a question. You work with medical professionals all over the country, if not all over the world. Sure. What can you share with them about why they want to take a look at utilizing your products to bring into their facilities?
Yeah. So our products are naturally based. Our products are products that don't have any significant side effects. Our products work very well, and our products actually cure rather than just deal with just the symptoms like a lot of the products out there do. Our products are safe. Our products are, they have helped a lot of people in many different disciplines, and our products just help the body to heal itself. So.
And you said it right there. It helps the body heal itself. I think
Yes.
that's so amazing. So if people want to get in touch with you, whether you're a professional, want to just find out more about the amazing products you've created, how do they do that?
Well, I can be contacted at my email address is B as in bridge, E as in Edward, N as in nose, A as in apple. That's Benna at Polyregion, POLYREGEN.com. And my phone number, my cell phone number, I can be reached at 443-942-8647. Again.
Awesome. So Dr. Benjamin Arthur, what can you say about this conference? And if people who didn't make this conference need to come to the next one, what can you share with them
Well,
about
this
it?
conference has been very, very interesting, very, very informative, and lots of very well experienced people that share the different aspects of not only talking about the applications of different singular products, but also the combinations of them, and there are also lots of very, very nice colleagues that will let's share their experiences with each other. And there's also the practical aspect that we're going to go see the actual applications that would be in the workshops with patients. There are also the certifications that people can actually do to get certification to be fellows or of the association. So I strongly encourage that these are the types of things that we need to form that mass of medical professionals that would add to the legitimacy and promote this very special field
Awesome.
of regenerative medicine.
I thank you so much. Just thank you for all the work that you're doing. I know the future of the human race is going to be better with the American Academy of Stem Cell Physicians and practitioners like yourself. Dr. Benjamin Arthur, thank you for being here today with us.
Thank you so much.
And
sir.
my name
Appreciate
again is Eric Stoller.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I want to give you
Stoller,
the last
appreciate it.
word. Any last thing you want to share?
All I want to share is this is the future of medicine. The body healing itself. The body knows itself better than anybody else. So would encourage all of you to educate yourselves on it and then try to promote this so that we can have better healthcare and people can live longer, yes, but longer, healthier. Quality, not quantity only. Thank you.
I'm here with Coco Renzulli, who is a master in acupuncture and Chinese medicine, and she's here to talk today a little bit of what we call the bioskin. I have to share this with you. She is working with patients all over the country, and they are getting rave reviews. Coco, thank you for being here today. Can you share a little bit about bioskin and how it's changing people like that with your treatments?
Absolutely. So the bioskin helps with pores, fine lines and wrinkles, acne scarring, even crepey skin, and even cellulite. So typical protocol is 3 treatments. Patients can expect to have porcelain skin by the time they're done with our treatments.
Wow. And then typically, how long do the treatments last?
The treatments are permanent. The results are permanent. For physicians, it takes them 30 minutes per session. And the typical cost is about $1,000 per treatment.
So it's about $1,000 per treatment, and these are cash payment
Cash.
treatments. So tell me about some of the practitioners you're working with and what kind of they've experienced in terms of increased revenue for their practices.
Yeah, so this is actually the #2 most Googled aesthetic procedure on Google today. So patients are looking for this, they're searching for it, they already want it, and if you're not providing it, then they're going to someone else for this treatment. So if you don't have it, you need to incorporate it in your practice. You can find us at bioantiage.com. And we can help you to incorporate this in your practice, help your patients, help you.
Now I see the machine is really not that big, so is it something that you can bring actually mobily to a patient's home or do it on site if they can't come to your office?
Yes, absolutely. So we do have some concierge patients. I take the device to their office, I do the treatment in their home, and they love it. The patients love the results, and they they want more.
Yeah, so again, another regenerative medicine type product. This is something that, again, how many of your clients are looking for a way to improve themselves, how they look? And again, our looks, for some of us, I hate to say it, but we're all vain, right? We all want to look good. I don't care what age you are, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And not only do people want to look good, it's a lead magnet to your practice. Everyone wants this, they're searching for it.
And you said one thing very interesting, which is it's cash pay. So they're 30 minutes, about $1,000 a treatment. I don't know, you do the math. You know, if you have a pretty full clinic, it sounds like you have a pretty good day just with this one little machine here to help bring in revenue to the company.
Absolutely. So it's all cash based. The patients are already searching for it. I had a patient right before I got here. I did only 2 treatments on her legs. She was in a car accident. She had creping and cellulite on her skin. She's wearing skirts and shorts and dresses for the first time in 15 years. She's beyond excited. She's ecstatic. She's telling all her friends. Just like that, I already have 5 referrals just for my one patient.
Amazing. And I have a couple people that actually you need to get referred to
Yeah,
that had some
absolutely.
leg issues. Because remember, you know, you don't know what you're doing for somebody's self-esteem. When people feel good about themselves, when they look good on the outside, has a lot to do with how they feel on the inside. So I know whether you're a woman and you have something that's going on with your legs, or you want to get a facial treatment, or a man, the same thing. Maybe you're in business. I work with professional speakers. You know, you work with celebrities. They all want to look good. So I want to give you the final word to how they can get a hold of you and why they need to get a hold of you now and not wait.
Yeah, so if you want to be on the cutting edge of aesthetics, if you want patients if you need a lead magnet for your practice, patients are already looking for these procedures. You can find us at bioantiage.com under BioSkin. We can help you to increase cash in your practice today.
And there you have it. Coco Renzulli, we're here at the American Academy of Stem Cell Physicians. Get a hold of her today, find out more. And again, maybe you're thinking about you need a new product in your office. Maybe you're thinking about something that you don't even know enough to make a decision right now. Talk to Coco, talk to the team, let them help you. This is Eric Stoller here at the American Academy of Stem Cell Physicians with Coco Renzulli. Thank you so much. With bioantiage.com, go to the website to find out more. Or how else can they get a hold of you?
You can also find me on Instagram at Coco Renzulli. That's RENZULLI, or 424-333-1587. Help us to help you to help your patients.
There you have it. Eric Stoller, Coco Renzulli. Click the link and we'll see you soon. I'm here with Dr. Mike Renzulli. Mike is here today with some amazing products, Red Light, BioSkin. Mike, thanks for being here for this interview, but share us a little bit about what you do, not only as a practitioner, but helping other practitioners get into business and create more money for their practices and their companies.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you.
What I can share with you is, as a practitioner, I've been there, done that times 10. I have been in practice for many more years than you might think. What I can share, I've been there, done that, and what I discovered is the power of cash-based services, telling the insurance companies, take a hike. Yeah, how many doctors are like, they're just so burnt out, overworked, way underpaid. Insurance companies, that they're making it a game to not pay doctors. How fair is that? So myself, and I've been sharing it with doctors all over the world, is cash-based services using these specific high-in-demand, trendy, advanced technologies.
Yeah, and I know we've had conversations before about it, and I know so many doctors, like the one I work with, trying to move away from insurance because of just what you said. They work so hard and then they're barely getting any income, where people are moving towards cash pay. Tell us a little about why you're so excited, or like you love the Red Light bed and what it's been doing to help people feel better and improve the quality of their life.
So it really is a revolution. It's a red light revolution. People may have been heard of red light therapy for It's been popular now for several years. What I can share with you now is as popular as you think it is, and there's been literally thousands and thousands and thousands of clinical-based studies. What makes it so exciting now is that most devices on the market for red light therapy are underpowered. What makes it so interesting and fascinating and exciting is that now we have full-blown, full body, but it's the intensity, the strength, the depth of penetration. So what does that mean? It's everything from weight loss. We're not just talking about a few pounds, we're talking about 15 pounds of pure fat every month.
Wow.
Coming off your
Just
body.
melting off your body.
I mean, the science, this is not like some maybe kind of sort of this like evidence-based, thousands of studies showing this. So this is the go-to in the country. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yes.
What I can share is it's not only, it's fat loss, anti-aging, muscle gain, recovery. It's for brain. How many people you know are stressed out? How many people you know that can't even sleep at night?
Yeah, I'm one of them.
This goes through this. The wavelengths on this technology go through the skull into the brain. It's photobiomodulating brain activity, brain optimization, helps you sleep deeply, it shuts off inflammation, it gives you energy, it's mitochondria, it's turning on ATP. This is why it's so wildly exciting, because this is legit, this is real. As you can see, as the most powerful red light therapy in the world. That's not just some cute little marketing catchy, that's
Right.
real. That's exactly, this is manufactured in the United States.
It's truly amazing. And you know, I sat in a red light at one of the shows a couple weeks back, and they said, oh, you're gonna have all this energy the next day. And it was so true. I had all this energy, and I didn't know where it came from. But I only used the one treatment, then all of a sudden I went back down again. So it really is pretty amazing what I can do. In fact, there was somebody at the show said they lost 67 pounds utilizing the technology. Also, you know, I know a lot of practitioners, I know this is so new that it's not everywhere. That's the other beautiful thing. You could literally be the first in your neighborhood with a bed.
For those of you who are early adopters and you want to get ahead of the game, I'm telling you, this is exploding in the country, in the world right now. So for those of you who want to just like be way ahead of the competition, you want to be that go-to expert, top-level practitioner that everyone, that boutique place that everyone wants to go to, this technology is where it's at.
And so typically when they bring it into their clinic, what are you seeing? Are you seeing it as a lead generator? They're able to create this as part of a treatment program. What have you seen been the most effective?
Great question. So here's the reality. Yes, it's a lead generator. Yes, it's a lead magnet. Yes, but here's what I want you to, everyone listening or viewing this even later on. This is all about, you can absolutely expect referrals. You can expect those patients to get real outcomes, tremendous, deep, powerful results. This is about results, and you can anticipate these patients referring you. This is happening organically. This isn't just some cute marketing. This is results, 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 and that's facts.
Yeah, and you know, again, there's studies about it. Mike just said to you that there's so many, again, advancements that have happening. Cut that, that's no good. You're gonna have to cut that out, Louis. But again, there's so many opportunities to heal the body, to lose weight, to reset the brain. And I think most people, I guess, if you're a practitioner, may say, does it really work? But I think you answered the question, because there's been how many studies on it now?
Over 4,000. There's 500 systemic reviews. There's 30 new studies every single month now.
Wow. Truly amazing. So if people want to get a hold of you, Dr. Mike, how do they do that to find out more about the technology and let your staff help them implement it in their clinic?
You can go to BioAnti-Age or alternatively redbedrevolution.com. Go to redbedrevolution.com. What I can share with you as a practitioner, oh my God, that looks so interesting. It's even beyond that. It truly is. This will change your practice to the degree that you can really experience a positive result for your family member, yourself, and it's just going to come from a very organic, natural place. This is such a beautiful way to help people.
Yes.
You find a real sense of purpose.
So amazing. So we're here at the American Academy of Stem Cell Physicians. Tell me, how is this helping these doctors who are doing stem cell treatments? What What is the technology able to do with if somebody's
So
going through a
stay
stem cell?
tuned for, I have a new book coming out called Red Light Revolution, and I have a whole chapter just on that. Let's just say this. Doctor, if you're doing stem cells and you're getting great results, whether it be in the spine, whether you're using it for everything from lung to brain optimization, just know this. Just know this. You want to really take your game to the next level. You want to truly help your patients. This is a no-brainer. You must do this. It's not even kind of, shoulda, sorta, maybe, you must. This is that level of results. So when you're combining and you're stacking these world-class therapies, it's just such a fulfilling thing to see all your patient results. So absolutely, just say yes, whether it be me or somebody else. I know we have the best technology on the planet, and I really believe that. But having said that, just say yes to this, to yourself or your patients.
100%. Dr. Mike Renzulli is an expert in the field. He travels the country, if not the world, helping professionals like yourself. He is a professional helping professionals and helping their patients, because at the end of the day, what do we really want to do is help people get better outcomes in their life, right? And they're going to refer you, like you said, and come back. And when you change people's lives for the better, because, you know, health is number one. We all want money. We all want to have a great life. But if we don't have health, what do we got? So, Dr. Mike Renzulli, I want to give you the final word. Anything you want to say as we close out this interview?
I say, you know, there's no greater joy than to find a real sense of purpose. You have a technology that you know that you can help people. It just shifts the game. It doesn't even become work anymore. Now it's just like, I just love to help people, and that's how I feel.
And that's an amazing thing, because when you love what you do, it's not work. You're doing it because your passion. So, Dr. Mike Renzulli, thank you so much for doing this with us.
Go to redbedrevolution.com, and we'll see you on the flip side.
We'll see you on the flip side. This is Eric Stoller here at the American Academy of Stem Cell Physicians. Thank you. Click the link, get the information, get with Dr. Mike Renzulli, and let his team help you today. Hi, this is Eric Stoller. I'm here at the American Academy of Stem Cell Physicians. I'm here with Gerhard Kienes, the founder and president of Kienes Medical Technologies. Welcome, sir. Tell me, share us a little bit about what your company does and how you work with practitioners and their patients.
Kienes Medical is specialized in shockwave and EMT technology. I myself have worked with the technology for over 30 years. Technology came originally 40 years ago from urology, where we break up kidney stones in lithotripsy, and we found out that those shockwaves can do so much more, help to promote stem cells, growth factors, and regenerate tissue on all the different body parts. The technology is days used in the technology basically beside urology for musculoskeletal pain, in dermatology, in urology, and so much more. It really helps patients to get out of pain quickly, restores mobility, and helps to regenerate tissue on all the different body parts.
It's so amazing. I've had the opportunity to experience it here today, and I've been a patient utilizing it now for about 6 months, and I rave about it. Tell me, if you are talking to medical professionals, chiropractors, doctors, thinking about putting it in their clinic, what do they need to know? Because I know this is a great way for them to generate additional business and revenue.
Kienes Medical is specialized in this technology. We not just only provide you the equipment, we provide you setup, training, application training. We have different levels from level 1, 2, and 3. We even have hands-on classes that we provide together with the Academy of Shockwave Excellence, so clinicians can learn how to bring this technology to their clinic, get the fullest out of it, and work on the different body parts hands-on to get best results for their clinic.
Phenomenal. Now, I know you're in clinics all over the world.
We actually have the Storz Medical Technology. We have also the Miracle Wave, that is our own technology. Storz Medical is the world leader in this technology. They have the technology around the globe. We are here, Kienes Medical, specialized for the American market. We have clinics in pretty much all 48 lower states in Alaska, in the Caribbean, and also in Hawaii. So our technology is basically all over North America.
That's fantastic. And if people want to get a hold of you and find out how to find out more, how to contact you and find out about getting this put into their location.
So Kinas Medical, you can find us on the internet under kinasmedical.com. You can give us a call at 770-612-8245, or just look us up on the internet, social media. So, and just shoot us an email, give us a call. My direct cell phone number is 404-386-9865. And this is also, I'm happy to give you my direct contact number. So after you do business with us, for any questions, just reach out. We're here to work with you and help you to get your answers answered.
Yes, I think it's so important. If you're a practitioner or you're looking to get relief and need to find a clinic that can help you with this technology, please contact Gerhard Kinas and find out more how this can help you. I know personally as a patient, I am a testimonial how phenomenal this treatment is. I've been going to chiropractors for years, and the chiropractor that's treating me is a Stoll's expert, I would say. He trains other people, but I'm amazed at how in such a short amount of time I've seen hundreds of people get out of pain and feel so much better when they leave his office.
100%. Also, especially as you be a patient. So if you see a PT for any kind of problems, you have to go there for like a series of treatments, like twice, 2-3 times a week for maybe up to 3 months. With this technology, shockwave therapy is just a short series of treatments, somewhere between 4 and 6 in the beginning, and you will be getting great results within a very short time, and then be able to go back to your daily activities, your sports, whatever you like to do.
So here we are. Get the information, click the link, get a hold of Gerhard and his team at Kinas Technologies. We thank you again, sir. And any last words you want to share before we end the meeting?
I really appreciate you having me here, and it was just a pleasure to be here on your interview.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank
Yeah.
you. There we have it. Thank you. American Academy of Stem Cell Physicians here at this event live. Gerhard travels the entire world teaching and lecturing and helping people get this technology implemented into their clinics. Click the link. Find out how it's going to help you and your organization. This is Eric Stoller, thanking you once again.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Eric Stoller. We're here at the American Academy of Stem Cell Physicians. I'm here with Dr. Joseph Parita from Pureform Clinics. Doctor, thank you for being here today.
It's been my pleasure.
I know you're a guest lecturer at the event today. Can you share what are some of the things that people have been learning at this conference today?
They're learning basically one of the major premises of what we do. Cells, not doctors, get the patient better. Okay, when all's said and done, we have to depend on ourselves. That's the whole gist of regenerative medicine, and that's the emphasis of our course.
So when you teach people about taking personal responsibility, what are some of the things that, patients need to realize when they deal with their doctors that they need to take on for themselves in terms of being responsible for their own health?
They basically need to realize, first of all, we're not going to cure them. We can make them better. But we can only do so much. The patient also has to go ahead and take the bull by the horns and go ahead and start exercising, eating more prudently and things like that. Because it's not a one-way street, it's a two-way street. Patient and doctor have to kind of be together on things.
Now, I know you have a multifaceted clinic. Can you share about your clinic and how you help your patients?
Yeah, we just opened up a number of months ago a 12,000 square foot facility in Boca Raton. And basically we do hyperbaric oxygen, whole body cryotherapy, red light beds, red light saunas, EBO2, which is blood oxygenation and ozonation. We do IV therapy, we do hydrogen therapy, we do hypoxia therapy, which I'm going to actually talk about tomorrow, which is a very intriguing thing, an interest I have.
So my question to you then is, for anybody who's interested in becoming part of the society, if you're a professional, what do you suggest and how they can either reach out to you or find out more about how they can, engage with the society?
Well, they can get a hold of the society. It's listed online. I mean, certainly I have no qualms if somebody wants to ask me. I tell people, look, I write a lot of my own blogs. Go to my website, read them. I put a lot of things on LinkedIn. I've got thousands of followers on LinkedIn. So look at these things. This is how you learn. This is a field where you're not going to just be able to pick up a book and read it. This is something you have to kind of go as you learn, so to speak, and learn as you go.
Anyway, so the other thing I wanted to ask you is, in what you see based on where we are in today's world, how do you see as the advancements going on the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years in this field?
Exponentially. No question. That's the magic word. I mean, we were like this. Now we're starting to go like this. You know, people are becoming aware that this is a new field of medicine, and all fields of medicine are moving this way.
Got it. So, Dr. Parita, if folks want to get a hold of you personally, find out more about your clinic and what you do, how do they go ahead and do that?
They can go to our website, Pureform Health, spelled PURFORMHEALTH.com, or just look me up, Dr. Parita, and more than happy to talk to them about things.
Awesome, awesome. So one last thing, anything anybody should know about, obviously they can find the research on the society, anybody thinking about joining this group, anything they should know about the group, why they should get involved?
Well, they should get involved if they're interested in regenerative medicine. If they want to just do plain medicine, no. This is not the society to belong to. If you want to get in the forefront of medicine and maybe be part of making medicine change, this is an organization to join.
There you go. Thank you, Dr. Joseph
My
Parita.
pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good day.
Thank you very much.
I don't believe that you're leaving me. We don't believe in love anymore. I hate this feeling, 'cause I won't be breathing you in my lungs anymore. It's not right. You're trading numbers with some dude who's at my party. Oh, taking a bite of my body. Want you all over my body. Lights out and we never leave. We never leave. I'm always checking my phone and you're happy being alone. And I've got you on my mind.
Hi, this is Eric Stoller here at the American Academy of Stem Cell Physicians. I'm here with Dr. Carlos Mercado, the founder of Train Now MD. Thank you, Dr. Mercado, for doing this interview with me. Please share with our viewers, what do you do at Train Now MD?
Okay, basically, many years ago, probably more than 10 years ago, I started training doctors on cosmetic surgery, stem cells, and the reason I did that is because I noticed many doctors were calling me that they were used to go to conferences and they only put them a PowerPoint presentation, okay, but they didn't have any hands-on, nothing. So one doctor called me and said, "Hey Carlos, why don't you do the hands-on training? We're going to have here 3 doctors." So that's the way everything started, okay, in that way. So we bring our own patients, start doing the live treatment, the doctors actually do the treatment immediately. Usually we start at 6 o'clock in the morning, finish like at 7 p.m., and then we do the traditional PowerPoint presentation at night. That's usually the way. So in that way, the doctor gets hands-on, they get a certification also that they are trained on a specific procedure, and also they get all the protocol that they have developed over the years, paperwork, all the medical consents, post-procedure instructions, everything that I call disclaimers, so everything so they can practice actually immediately. Actually on Monday they will be able to start practicing.
So when he goes through your training, when they come out of it, they're going to be ready to start practicing, and obviously it's a great way for them to add additional revenue and services to their practice.
Yes, well, all depends because we train doctors for depending on what what direction they want to take. For example, like every procedure is going to be a learning curve, right?
Sure.
Some procedures they can master actually, get the idea, get the knowledge on how to perform the procedure, and once they get to, let's say on Monday, they go back. I will continue providing them with support, like for example, patient selection, what I need to do. If I have a problem, who should I call? Because that was another problem too. The doctors, they go to a training course And if they have a question, they have a problem, or they don't know what exactly how to proceed, or most of the time it's a reassurance. They don't know who to call.
Right.
So one of the things that I implemented, and I take it very seriously, is that doctors that we train, we continue the follow-up. Actually, they continue coming to our training
Sure.
courses because we continue a relationship. We have a group in which we share questions, articles, all the kind of information. So the idea is like a really like a I don't know like a university, I would say.
Sure, of course, it sounds
know?
like. Yeah, and I think you said something that it's the reassurance if they need to call somebody, they know there's somebody there to support them.
Exactly.
And I think that's important because, like you said, you come to these events, you hear a lot of great lectures, but I know there's a bunch of hands-on workshops about to start. But if you really need to get training, in-depth training, Dr. Mercado's company, that's exactly what they do. They help you get the information, they help you get the tools you need with experts that like yourself who've been doing this for many, many years. So if somebody is serious about, let's say, getting into regenerative medicine, or they want to come to your workshops, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, actually, they can go to our website, which is called trainnowmd.com.
Okay?
That's one option. They can reach us also through the social media as well. At the same time, actually, we are having a course coming now in
I see, August.
25, 26, in which we are going to provide, a training course on this. Oh, well, let me go back here. I have developed some procedures that they are trademarked and they are actually patent pending. One
Okay.
is the one for the erectile dysfunction is called the erectus shot.
Okay.
There is another one called the fem shot. We are going also to do the PDO threads. Actually, in the lecture today, I provided the differences between all the threads, complications, and how to avoid them so you can
Wow.
go to sleep simply at night. And
Wow.
also, of course, the liposuction. We got one what is called the Colombian liposculpture. I'm Colombian
Okay.
originally. So we got now it's called the Colombian liposculpture. We got another one that is called the Colombian ball leaf. That's another.
Okay, the Colombian
The
butler.
Colombian ball.
I've heard of the Brazilian one, but this is the Colombian one.
This is my own version. This is my own version. And the part of it is the trying to make the most important thing really. The doctor during the training is about safety. That's one component that I focus on is safety.
Sure.
And of course, outcomes. That's one of the principles.
So when somebody attends your training, as you were saying earlier, most people are ready to go the next week, starting to work with patients. But as you said, there's a learning curve. So your company provides all the ongoing support they need,
Yes.
and additional workshops that they can get access to. Is there any also additional online curriculum for them to access?
We are working on having an online curriculum, but in reality, contrary to other courses, that we try to do is a hands-on.
Sure, yes.
Because there is a deficiency on all the courses actually in this country that there is no hands-on. It's all videos or PowerPoint presentations,
Right.
which is good. I'm not saying it's bad. But I would say that the doctors are looking for a training in which it could be lifelong that they can practice.
Yes.
Give you an example. For example, if somebody were doing, I don't know, PDO threads, okay? I don't leave the 3 days of the course or the 2 days until the doctor is not, that I feel that they are performing the procedure, performing repetition, because it's all about repetition, really.
Yes.
It's actually that I try to concentrate on it. So every day is a very long day. It could be 10 hours, 12 hours day with patients, one by one.
So it's like going back to medical school is what you're saying.
Actually like an intern.
But remember, this is serious business. Dr. Mercado and his team take it real serious. Safety, giving you all the information you need to really be an effective practitioner in whatever that you decide to do. He has some amazing programs that he's put together. So again, what's the last word that you want to share with folks about your company and they need to get a hold of you?
Well, I would say that the goal really is that the physicians actually become proficients that they feel comfortable performing the procedures to their patients, that they had the right protocol, that they had the right medical documentation, and also that they provide actually good outcomes to the patients.
Yes.
That's actually really the goal of this training course. And actually it's limited. We don't put 20 people in one room. Actually our courses are limited to 4, 5. For example,
Oh,
this
wow.
one is almost full. It's almost totally full, but we limit it to 5 doctors, 6 doctors at a time.
So, small group training, hands-on, you're working with the top people in the industry. We're here at the American Academy of Stem Cell Physicians. Thank you, Dr. Mercado, for
thank
doing
you.
this with us.
Thank you so much.
My
I
pleasure.
really appreciate it. Thank you.
TrainNowMD.com, click the link, get the information, and get a hold of Dr. Mercado and his team so they can help you getting this treatments into your clinic. Thank you again. I'm here with Dr. Brett Broadbeck, here with Kinas Technologies. Dr. Brett utilizes the Stollers technology in his clinic, and I want him to share with you, because if you're thinking about getting this for your organization, or maybe you're a patient, you're thinking about you're in pain, you can't get out, I'm gonna let Dr. Brett tell you a little bit about how he's treated and been helping people get out of pain and feel great. Dr. Brett, thank you for being here. Can you share a little, I know you worked on me a little bit, but can you share how the Stollers and what you guys have done at Kinas has been helping people?
Sure, yeah. So the Stollers Shockwave piece of equipment is the Lamborghini of Shockwave. And Kinas Medical, we're able to address sprains and strains and all types of different injuries and pain. Now, off-label Shockwave is even being used to treat things like erectile dysfunction, and in Europe, even treating Alzheimer's on the brain.
Wow.
We primarily focus in our practice and in my practice on musculoskeletal pain, starting with plantar fasciitis and then kind of working your way up head to toe. So we can treat sprains, strains, anything that's not completely torn, we can hit it with the shockwave, stimulate healing, and stimulate stem cells naturally to make the body heal.
Phenomenal. And then how did you get introduced to it? And then you obviously, it seems like it's a big part of what you do at your clinic.
Yeah, so it was 5 years ago. I was one of the first doctors in the United States to apply this technology to the rest of the body. We had FDA approval for the bottom of the foot and plantar fasciitis, and I thought, hey, that's just another tissue.
Sure.
Let me go ahead and apply it somewhere else and see how that tissue responds. So now we can apply it head to toe, and having done over 10,000 treatments
Wow.
and trained hundreds of providers across the country, it's become something that's affected, my life for the better, my patients' lives for the better. It's been a great thing.
And typically, how many treatments are you finding that most patients are needing on the onset? And are you finding them that they're coming back for ongoing, ongoing treatments for just kind of maintaining their pain, being pain-free?
Yeah, that's a good question. So the earlier we see the patient with the injury, the less treatments we have to have. So typically, I would say we're looking at about 4 to 6 treatments on average. If something is a more chronic, trying to prevent surgery, something that we're not going to get, we know that we can't necessarily heal because it's so degenerated, those are cases where I might do 6 visits and then start spacing visits out and do monthly follow-ups or maybe once every 3 months as we're working to regenerate that tissue.
Got it. So the last thing I want to ask you is that if you're thinking about, somebody's thinking about getting this into their clinic, I know you're a big proponent of it, what would you share with them, especially those traditional, say, chiropractors that are used to just doing adjustments?
I would say when you add this to your wheelhouse, it's going to open you up to more patients, different conditions, different things that you can treat, and it's really something that complements those adjustments and complements correcting the spine.
There you go. So we're here with Dr. Brett Broadbeck. Dr. Brett Broadbeck is a licensed chiropractor. He is an expert in this field. How do they get a hold of you if they want to find out more about talking to you direct or the technology?
You can look me up on LinkedIn, Dr. Brett Broadbeck. Look up the technology at kinasmedical.com, KINAS medical.com.
Awesome. Well, we want to thank you again from the American Academy of Stem Cell Physicians. Thank you, Dr. Brett, for being with us here. And once again, get a hold of Dr. Brett, get a hold of Kinas, and find out more about bringing this amazing technology into your clinic. I'm here with Bianca.
Cutate.
With AYE CBD,
Yes.
and they are here as one of the vendors. Veronica, thank you for being here.
Thank
Can
you.
you share, folks, about what your products do to help people improve the quality of their lives?
Yes. So CBD is a big new thing coming up in the market all over the world, and it has been such a break and such a change for physicians and for athletes and for a lot of people that have inflammatory processes. CBD itself, it's an anti-inflammatory. It's nothing more than that. A lot of people think that it's good for sleep or for anxiety. There's nothing proven like that. It's proven to be an anti-inflammatory. And for stem cells, as we are at the Stem Cell Academy for Physicians, it is really good for recovery when you have the transplant. So it avoids the inflammation, so the stem cells can be absorbed better. Topical CBD is actually really, really good for many different uses, but for stem cells specifically, since we're here, it is absolutely essential for the lack of inflammation when you need it to, when you're just recovering from the surgery
Sure.
or from the transplants. Yeah.
And that's what we hear all the time, that inflammation, everything I hear now is inflammation. And you know, CBD, as we're hearing, is one of the, I'll say, cure-alls, but as you're saying, it's been very effective in reducing and eliminating inflammation in parts of the body. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes. Well, yes and no.
Yes and no, okay.
Yeah, because we don't cure, like CBD doesn't cure anything. It helps alleviate inflammation for
Okay.
a few hours, an X amount of hours.
Sure.
And then depending on the body, on your weight, on your lifestyle, or different things, but it helps alleviate the inflammation, and then the body can heal itself while the inflammation is not there anymore. So let's say people that have migraines, such as myself, I suffer from severe migraines, and I would take CBD and it will take me for 4 or 5 hours without having the migraine, so that the main brain and my brain can recover while I don't have the inflammation. And the same thing happens with athletes when they have injuries, says the person with lots of injuries. And I was telling you before, I'm bathed in CBD. That's how I endure pain from the inflammation day in and day out. And I know that a lot of people do the same thing.
Right, instead of taking, like we talked about earlier, about taking
Yeah.
painkillers or
Painkillers.
ibuprofen or opioids, which are all
No.
highly addictive.
And they are not only addictive, but they're processed on your liver. As in CBD, it's processed on your stomach if you take it orally, but it's also processed on your skin. Like it's absorbed through your skin when you're talking about topicals. So the stronger ones are for neuro pain, so that it's absorbed differently. And that kind of absorption doesn't get you addicted, doesn't have any side effects, doesn't have any bad things. And our products are THC free. So they're non-psychoactive, which is the key. And this is the one thing that we were very, very serious about. We
Sure.
didn't want anything with any psychoactive component.
Yeah, because a lot of people, they confuse CBD with THC, which is not the same.
It's absolutely not the same thing. Those are two different components of the same plant.
Right.
And industrial CBD is what we use, what we have. It's industrially separated from everything else. So it's one component of the cannabis plant.
Got
and
it.
it's amazing.
Now, tell me, how did you start this company? What gave you the
From
idea?
having severe migraines.
From having severe
Yeah.
migraines, you
Yeah.
came up with the idea to start this company.
I called my friend Flora, who's my business partner, one day, and I was in so much pain. I asked her to take me to the hospital because I needed to do something. I couldn't
Wow.
endure the pain. And the moment that I came back from the hospital, we looked at each other and we're like, maybe we should do something about it. And in Switzerland, they actually have the best products. The best CBD is in Switzerland. And we would go to Switzerland, bring products back to ourselves. And then one day we decided to start seeing American products and how they were created. We started creating a few of our own. We began studying with doctors. So we have doctors that help us all over the world, that give us ideas, and they sign our COAs. And so that's how we started our company. And we're very serious about it. My father's a doctor, as I was telling you.
Yes, you were telling me, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and we're very, very serious on the medical part. So everything we do and we publish has been published before on PubMed. So everything is
So
based on,
there's publications for
Yeah.
the doctor's to review.
Absolutely.
So tell me, if I'm a practitioner and I want to carry your products in my clinic,
Yeah.
how would I go ahead and get a hold of you to find out how they can engage with you and your company?
Well, thank you for asking that. On our website, we respond very fast. Our website is aye-cbd.com. And we are super quick. We respond everything ourselves. We reply to all the emails ourselves. We're very hands-on. And we're a company made by women. We're super hands-on everything we do, and we love what we do.
So there you go. They love what they do.
Yeah.
It's a women-owned business.
Yes.
It's here in North Miami Beach.
Local
company.
Yeah.
They're doing great work.
Yeah.
And Bianca started it because of her own injuries, looking for a solution. And that's what happens a lot of times. Innovations happen when people have to find the solution.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's amazing how what you were able to do.
Yeah.
And so if I'm a person just as an individual, same thing. Would I go to the website to get a hold of you as well?
Yeah, you can go on the website. There are all of our contacts, our emails, everything. One thing that I think it's really important to say is that we are certified. We have certifications from different sources to be able to do what we do. And because when I started, my physician father looked at me and he's like, oh, you're going to do this right. We are going to have this studied, and this is going to be by doctors, and we're going to have doctors like signing everything. So we're actually very serious about what we do. It's not like we have like CBD for... CBD is separated in 3 categories.
Sure.
So medical CBD, which is not what we do. It has THC with it. Then industrial, which is ours. And then recreational, which we want nothing to do with it. And,
Sure.
And so that's why we have the medical part very, very associated with everything we do.
I love it. And again, if you're a medical professional, if you're a person serious about your health, then go to AYECBD.
AYE-CBD.com.
All right, and we'll have that in the link. You'll be able to get that information. But remember, you got to be working on your own health. It's an ongoing, never-ending project. And Bianca, I want to give you the last word. Anything you want to share with our listeners before we wrap up the interview?
Don't feel pain if you don't have to. Use CBD if you have never tried because of any previous thoughts that you have. Just try one. Try a cream on your hand. Try a cream on your head, on your lips, because it's really good for the headaches when you apply it on your lips.
Wow.
Just try it and you will see for yourself how good it makes you feel, and then you'll never stop using it again.
There you have it. Bianca Couttet.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. So great to have you here. We're at
you.
the American Academy of Stem Cell Physicians. Get this information, click the link, find out more how to get a hold of Bianca and her partner Flora so they can help you get out of pain today. If you're a medical professional looking for additional products to carry in your clinic, then get a hold of them so they can show you how to create more revenue for you and your company, and also provide more products for your patients to heal faster and get better.
Patients love it.
I'm sure they do.
We love it. We have a lot of really good feedback, especially after this, we started doing this. We have a lot of feedback from lots of doctors that their patients are super happy with CBD.
So there you go. You're going to make your patients happy. They're going to love it. Your practice is going to thrive. Get a hold of Bianca.
Thank you.
We thank you so much for being with us here.
Thank you too.
And thanks for the interview.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're happy being alone, and I've got you on my mind. Taking it right in my body, want you all over my body. Nights out and we never leave. I'm always checking my phone and you're happy being alone, and I've got you on my mind. I don't believe it, I'm thinking that we don't believe in love anymore. I hate this feeling, 'cause I won't be breathing you in my lungs anymore. It's not right, you're trading numbers with some dude who's at my party. Oh, taking it right in my body, want you all over my body. Lights out and we never leave. I'm always checking my phone and you're happy being alone, and I've got you on my mind. Taking it right in my my phone and you're happy being alone. And I've got you on my mind.
I'm here with Dr. Dimitro Klokol and Professor Mike Chan from European Medical Wellness Centers. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here. I know both of you have came a long way to be here at this conference. Tell me a little bit about the company and what you do and your affiliation with American Academy of Stem Cell Physicians.
Now, basically, I've been in the picture for the last almost 40 years, 39 years to be specific. Started everything in Switzerland and Germany. We are very much involved in manufacturing. We own bio-manufacturing plants in Germany and most part of Europe and have labs all over the world. But the last 15 years, we went into acquisitions of hospitals and centers, and we start to accumulate, and today we have 44 centers across the world. That includes Lugano, Santorini, Athens, Frankfurt, and the rest of Asia. But we have yet to have one in USA, soy. You know, it's a matter of time we will have it in the later part. And we are very much involved in education, and for that matters, we have written and produced 43 books published in UK, and we have done almost 80 publications to date. And Dimitri Klokol is my colleague, is the Chief Medical Director of the group. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, as you understand, we have three directions in our business. One is the development and the research and development of the products for biological medicine, immunotherapy, cell therapy, stem cell technologies, peptide, and the other direction would have been the actual service providers. Yeah, so we run medical facilities or wellness clinics. It depends on the country, it depends on the nature of the business and the regulations in the country, because although we can say that we are a global brand because we are located in Asian continent and European continent,
Sure.
and hopefully will be in America soon, but we have to adapt to the regulations in different countries, you know, so
Sure.
all of the business and the service that we provide may be slightly different. And we are very much involved in education, so we have the European Wellness Academy that is an educational body which provides courses and workshops and even up to the level of the professional certifications or the master degree for the doctors, for the estheticians, beauticians, as well as for the people who are in the industry, maybe the business owners who want to develop their own wellness clinic or wellness center. You know, so we sort of share the knowledge and provide them with certain blueprints and the SOPs, you know, how to survive and prosper in this entire industry.
Yes.
And as for the American Academy of Stem Cell Physicians, I believe it's been like 5 or 6 years, you know, that
Yes.
we have been working with them closely. We've been presenting since 2018, first
Wow.
time here, then 2019, then during pandemic. It was a bit of
Yeah, it was a little bit
Online.
challenging.
travel,
Yeah.
you know. So, but we still continue doing that online. We also work very closely with the A4M.
Yes, sure.
And as well with the Radfest, you know. So we were running even the A4M events in Asia. The last one we had in February this year, and Professor Chan, he was actually the chairman for the Asian chapter of the
Wow.
A4M. Yep, and we were running the wonderful event with few hundred people, doctors from all over the world, you know, even from South Africa, from United States of America, Canada, Japan. That was in Thailand in February this year.
That's phenomenal. You know, it's amazing to work with visionaries like both of you gentlemen. And I know, Professor, you were saying to me that you had created the first book on stem cells.
Yeah, we contribute, our medical and scientific team contributed the first medical textbook for medical doctors in 2006. It was published in UK.
Wow.
USA, sorry. And of course, after that, we continue to write more books.
And you mentioned you have quite a few publications that have been printed. How
Yes,
many?
we have done around 80 publications to date.
80
I
publications.
think more than that.
Yes. You see,
Wow.
he's saying more than
I
that.
think more than that.
Because we are going so fast, we can't remember how
we
many.
have quite a big
Yes.
team, you know, and
Yes,
we
yes.
collaborate with the Heidelberg University. We had some collaboration with University of California, Irvine, you know, so we engage them in doing the studies. So because we want to have sort of unbiased third party, you know, who will also
Sure.
contribute and give an honest review and honest opinion about the products and the technologies that we're involved.
So phenomenal. So let me ask you a question about the medical centers around the world that you manage. Do you have patients that are just coming in from all over the world?
Yes,
And
there's also a lot of Americans.
a lot of Americans
Yes,
coming
yes,
overseas.
yes.
Now, why would they come overseas and go here? Is it because of the laws in the U.S.?
Yes, in a way, the laws is not allowed in U.S., but patients have a problem. There's untreatable problems, and
Okay.
they have to look for solutions. So one of the closest way to go is to go to Athens or to go to Europe. And of course, we even have patients who come all the way from U.S. almost every month to Malaysia. They are all
Wow.
the time. You know, it's been ongoing all the time. So it's high time for U.S. to have a certain regulation to allow to a certain situations of patients who have looking for some hope here. Our job is to turn the hope into reality.
Yes.
Our job is to enrich and heal life and restore the youthfulness in all of us. That means to say we have to be younger, happier, fitter, sharper, and more desirable at the same time.
Yes,
Yeah.
without a doubt. Well,
Yes.
you know, it's interesting. People say living longer, but you want to live well longer.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
You want to have a great quality of life. You
Yes.
You see, the problem with modern medicine is that definitely conventional medicine made us live longer. Yeah, the lifespan has increased, but whether the health span has increased, that's a big question.
Yeah.
Whether people who live longer, whether they're really happy and the quality of life is up to the standards or up to the what they want to have, you know. So
Sure.
that's really a big question. So apart from extending the life, we're trying to sort of reverse the biological age, you know, and partially we can say that translational medicine, especially for the past decade, you know, and the discoveries that are made in genetics and in biochemistry, that allows to a certain extent reverse the age, and that can also be proved and documented. For instance, with an epigenetic study, the global methylation test, you know, so you can assess before and after the treatment what is the patient's biological age.
That's phenomenal. And I know you've created some amazing products. Tell us a little bit about your product for the hair, which...
All right,
which
I'm 62. My hair is all real.
He's lying. He's not 62.
I'm 62, moving to 26 with a feeling of 26. I've been losing hair every day. On the floor trap, of whenever I shower, I will pick up maybe 150 to 200 hair. But what's the problem if you still continue to grow baby hair all the time? And we have a solution. We have done 4 publications of the hair. A medical textbook, postgraduate, will be coming on the hair, where we have been spending the last 4 years writing that book. And I believe it is so easy to grow the hair as long as you can add the nutrients and activate the follicles in the hair. As you age, the follicle become inactive, and that's where you don't grow the hair anymore. As you age, this is part of aging. Everyone will start to
Especially for
lose the
men.
hair. Yes, men start to lose the hair at 30. Imagine. Again, when we talk about health span depends on the quality life of and the organs, but all the organs, all the 78 organs and body have a lifespan. The eye is only 40 years old. The heart of a person of 40 will start to deteriorate, and by the age of 70, it's only half the function of a 30-year-old. So how are we going to live to 120 if every organs of us is having a certain age of 40, 50, and 60? So one of the way will be to do the reversal of aging. So that means to say, to increase lifespan, it depends on the health span, and health span depends on the cell span. And this is where we have to come out with the stem cell specific targeted organs, precursor stem cells, to targeted specific organs to repair. The human body has 78 organs. We are made up of 37.2 trillions of life cells. There will be one stem cells over 10,000 life cells as we are born. But we are all deteriorating at a very fast pace, meaning we are aging accurate down. By the age of 18, we only have 45% level stem cells. By the age of 30, we only have 25%. By the age of 60, we only have 5% left. So we have to do a reversal of the aging organs, and the aging organ depends on the aging cells and stem cells. So if you can repair and rejuvenate and stimulate and do some replacements of the targeted stem cells, that will also mean the targeted organs. So we have to do a reversal of biological aging, in my opinion, of 8 to 10 years, and then delay the progression of aging. And we continue to delay and delay and delay and delay. It's a delaying game here.
And most important to start it at the right time, you know, because what we see in our practice that people start doing anti-aging or longevity medicine, or they sort of come to the clinics which are specialize in longevity medicine a little bit late. You know, we have to understand that, for instance, for men, after the age of about 30, 32 years old, we have a gradual yearly decline of the hormonal profile. You know, the total testosterone at about 1 to 1.5% per year. When it's coming to the free testosterone, bioavailable testosterone, it even declines at a faster rate, about 2 to 3% a year. So, and the most dramatic changes that happen in the fourth decade of life, you know, between the 30 and 40 years of age. But because sort of it's still it's something like an inertia, you know, that people are used to that, but they really feel that they have declined, the state of health has deteriorated after 40s, so they start seeking for those anti-aging modalities, you know, treatment modalities, a little bit too late, you know. That's another thing, that the awareness that we want to bring, and doing our best, you know, bringing up the awareness in just global population, you know, in the public, that you have to start addressing to this age or issues of aging at the right time, you know. So it's going to be cheaper, it's going to be more effective, and you will have a much longer lasting results if you start that early.
So your recommendation is for men to get started almost in their 30s, their late 20s or 30s is what you're saying.
Same for the woman.
Well, same for women as well.
Yeah.
But you see, that's put it this way, in a physiologic state, but unfortunately, with the environment and the lifestyle and the nutrition, you know, the quality of food,
Sure.
and then the stress, you know, the overstress. Unfortunately, we have started seeing that there's a lot of hormonal disorders and that start happening even in the early age, you know, in patients who are in 20s.
Absolutely.
Things that, and pathologies, diseases that we would not even think of 20 or 30 years ago. You know, when I went to medical school, it was almost 30 years ago, quarter of a century, you know, who would have who would have thought of obesity or diabetes, insulin resistance in children or teenagers?
Right.
And now it's on the rise. And unfortunately, the occurrence of those chronic diseases of aging in the young individuals is even at a higher pace than in the senior.
Now, do you find that, is it because of the foods they're eating, or it's the environment? Is it stress levels? What are you finding it's causing that?
It's a complex of various factors. Stress, I believe it's a number one, you know, it's so it's something that drains out your the potential of the body, you know, the regenerative potential, and you just waste everything, all the resources on the stress hormones, on the cortisol, you know. That's one. Food, of course, nutrition plays a great role. I believe it's 50-50 with stress. Well, and partial environment, but of course, nutrition and lifestyle and stress are the main factors.
The main factors. So, you know, if you're seeing in children, because a lot of them are eating fast food,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
lots of junk food,
Right.
parents are on the go, they're feeding them unhealthy meals.
Yes.
Right.
And in fact, I was with a woman this morning who's a nurse, and she's like, you got to eat yellow, red, and she gave me one other thing. She was telling me how she eats, and you would not know. She was 55 years old, her skin was impeccable, but she was a nurse, and she knew
And
exactly how to take care of her. Yes, lifestyle.
Sedentary lifestyle, and then we have the whole shift, you know, in a way of activity of people. Like I had patients a few years ago when I had a first patient with cervical spondylitis who was 22 years old.
Wow.
And he was an IT guy, you know, so spending 5, 6, 7 years in a digital world, you know, working with a computer. You just
Sure.
sit on the same chair and your neck, your head is in the same position. You know, by the age of early 20s, 22, you have the cervical spondylitis. Who would have thought, again, 20 years ago, that such a thing is possible?
Yeah. And I met somebody like that who was literally very bent over as a DJ. And he actually came to our clinic, and my partner worked on him. And he said he hadn't felt so good in 20 years, but his body, literally, he was like hunched over. And when you saw him, you couldn't believe it.
Right.
So, you know, I know I had a car accident. I got this big fibrous tissue until I went to a massage therapist. He says, you know, you got a big lump in the back of your neck. And I didn't know for like years because I'd been in an accident. So it's so amazing to me that you gentlemen are on the cutting edge of what's happening.
Well, we're trying to be.
Yeah, I think you are. I mean, it's amazing. And being here at this conference, tell me when people are going to engage you, want to find out more, what's the best way to get a hold of you? How do they contact you?
Go to the website, european-wellness.eu or .com, and you will see a lot of information there.
And if they want to get access to the publications, are
It's
they
all
all
in
on the
the website.
website?
On the
Yes.
same website, we have the links to the published articles. We have a lot of patients' testimonies.
Yes.
Well, and if you're interested in the books, some of the books are available as, how do they call it, the online. The
Oh,
PDF
audiobooks.
version,
Oh, no, PDF
ebook,
version.
the ebook,
ebooks,
the
yeah.
ebook.
Ebooks,
Yeah.
excellent, excellent.
Audiobook is actually is a great idea, and we already were thinking of it, but I wish there would have been a little bit more time within a day, so
Yeah.
after we have done everything, then we can
We are already
get to
working
that.
16 hours a day.
I got it, I got
for the
no
last
problem.
almost
Yeah.
4 decades.
Yeah. Well, we can always have somebody do the audio version for you. So,
Yeah. Yes.
Well, yeah, perhaps.
But if you like what you're doing, you have passion in what you're doing, it's never a stress.
That's right.
I always say, I don't have a stress, I only have a challenges.
That's right.
So I make every challenges wonderful. To turn the hope into reality is very important for all of us, because the patients are coming to us with high expectation and
Yes.
high hopes. And I always say there's always a solution to whatever we are doing.
Yeah.
There is a solution. It's a matter of what sort of protocols and the right protocols to use. And of course, for the body, it's not just to regenerate with the body, with the cells. You also have to do a proper biological and the conventional diagnosis. You have to do the detox, and then you have to do the repair. So this is our proprietary way, a Swiss-German way of DDRR.
Yeah.
Diagnose,
detox, repair, rejuvenate.
Diagnose, detox, repair. I love it.
Regenerate.
I'm dealing with a mother that has dementia and Alzheimer's right now, is 80 years old.
Yes.
But because we're in the Western world, my father's like, there's nothing we can do anymore for her, and she's now in a facility.
It's not true. We have all this formula for Alzheimer's patient or dementia. We've been treating a lot of Parkinson patients all along.
I believe
and there's a lot of things stated in this book itself. The brain itself, as one of the most important, or in fact the most important organs, has 52 lobes performing different functions and 67 different types of brain cells and stem cells. If you give the right brain cells to target the brain problems, that specific problem, it will work well. Example, in the case of Parkinson, we give the substantia nigra. Alzheimer's patient may need the frontal lobe for the memory. So these are things which have to come in,
That you
Yes.
can.
Yeah, brain is quite a unique organ. It's the organ which sort of developing while it already starting to age. But on the same time, in whatever age, even if a person is 90 years old, still biologically there is an adult neurogenesis. So it means that there is an ability to produce new neural stem cells on a daily basis. And even in a person who is about 70, 80, or even 90 years old, there's an area in the brain which is called hippocampus, and in an ideal condition, when the person is not hyperglycemic with insulin resistance, is not prone to stress and the chronic low-grade inflammation, that area in the brain is capable of producing up to 800 new neurons per day.
Wow.
So, so if you can harness and stimulate that process, you can actually delay the aging of the brain. And then another thing is that our protocols are also dynamic because year after year, the understanding of the nature of diseases changes. The understanding about Alzheimer's 20 or 25 years ago was totally different from what we know about Alzheimer's now. Now we know that it's all about the energy metabolism, and again, the same insulin resistance in the brain. Some people even call it diabetes type 3, So with a better understanding of the nature of disease, we can create the better blueprints and the better protocols which are more effective for treatment of that particular condition.
Yeah, it's so powerful.
In biological medicine and biological medical wellness, we mostly emphasize on the ability of the body to regenerate itself and trying to stimulate those natural processes as much as possible.
Yeah, I believe here with Western medicine, I think all we're doing is treating symptoms and not solving problems.
We have to find the root and treat the root, and not just the symptoms. It's like you're having insomnia every day, you're taking the sleeping pills. It's only for that day.
Right.
What we want is to find the solution. What caused the insomnia? The release of melatonin from the pineal gland is important. So you can stimulate the pituitary and the pineal gland, the release of melatonin will be there. So this is one of the things we can think of. There's so many other things.
Yes.
Example like Dr. G was talking about diabetes. Now we have even type 3 or type 1.5. There's so many other categorization coming in different from what we have taught in the past or 1 or 2. So again, we have to give the right specific cells in the treatment of diabetes here. They probably need the islet cells, the alpha, beta, delta, and exocrine pancreas to treat, and not just the pancreas itself. In the pancreas itself, we have 13 different types of cells. We are going into very specific, and this is what we call precision in the stem cell treatment of regenerative medicine.
So this is what you do at your clinics at the
Yes.
European Medical Wellness.
Yes.
And so let's say if somebody wants to come to the clinics, how do they book an appointment to do that?
We have some people who will coordinate the appointments, but most of the time we must have a look at the last 3 months medical lab work, and then at the same time they must fill up the medical questionnaire. So we have to study everything first before we even make up an appointment for the patient, because we have to see whether they are the possible suitable candidate for the treatment.
Sure,
it's
makes
no point to
sense.
treat your patients and pay the money and then they don't see
And
the
they don't
results.
see any results,
So
yeah.
we have to make sure we are confident in what we are doing. We want to deliver the right results for the patients. Expectations are always high.
Yeah, because you want to correspond to expectations.
Yeah, of course, the people are trying to solve a problem, they have a loved one, they're really expecting you to,
Yes.
and again, something like you said, something doesn't work right away, or maybe the age is passed, and so on.
Yes.
So with all the amazing work you're doing, what can you share with people, if you're practitioners, or those who would like to be, to join you, or even join this amazing society? What can you share with some of our practitioners out there?
I sincerely think education is very important, and that's what we've been doing for the last 39 years. The American Academy of Stem Cell Physicians has been doing a wonderful job in terms of education, but it's high time we have to blend together with what we have in the rest of the other world. It's not just US alone. What about the Europeans? What about the Japanese? What about the Asians? There are scientists all over the world. It's high time we all have to group together with the scientists and the clinicians, form a strong body, and have a stronger voice to talk to all the FDA of the world. Our job is to heal, so we must heal. And if there's some regulation, example today, in US you can't do the stem cells legally on US soil, but that doesn't mean you can't do in Japan. That doesn't mean you can't do in Europe, in certain part of Europe,
Yes.
So laws are so different. Again, in Switzerland, you can't even do autologous stem cells. From your own blood, you take it out, you can't even do that. But you can do blood infusion, which is still putting a blood into containing the stem cells into the body. So laws are so different, so we have to look into the situation here.
Sure,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, people get misinformation. They're really not sure about because of some of the laws that have recently changed.
Yes.
But again, the one thing that I love, and I heard one of the other doctors say it, is this is about almost your body is healing itself. And
Yes.
Yeah, to a certain
And this
extent,
is what we
absolutely.
wrote in the book here, that the body can heal by itself. This is what the German way or Swiss way are talking about, biological medicine. In other words, it's a common sense of medicine there for the Germans, It's been there for hundreds of years.
And it's very important to generate as much evidence as possible.
Yes.
Because still we have the conventional medicine, and it has its own benefits. The evidence-based medicine it's a fantastic invention of modern up-to-date medicine. And the more data, the more information we generate, the more evidence we generate, and the more data we share on the events like that, I believe that will be the pathway to approach the regulatory authorities, and that will be the key towards more effective laws in the medical legal laws,
absolutely.
all across the borders.
Well, again, you guys are at the cutting edge, I have to say. I know you want to be, but you are with all the research. And again, I think there's a lot of misinformation or lack of information because people don't know any better because they've been, especially here in the U.S.
Awareness is important.
Yes.
And not is just only to the doctors, even for the patients.
Yes, it is.
It's high time the patient had to learn more about the health for themselves, because the best doctor for themselves is themselves.
That's right.
It's not their doctors. The doctors will never have all the time for them.
That's
so
correct.
It's high time for them to learn more, to take care of themselves. Prevention of medicine is coming in a big way here. This will cut the health costs of every FDA or every country's FDAs.
Of course, yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
So,
reduce the burden on the society after all.
Yes.
reduce the...
The burden on the society,
Yes.
on the taxpayers,
Yes.
because it's
Yes.
smarter and cheaper to prevent the condition rather than
Yes.
spend huge amount of money
Yes.
on treating the consequences.
Listen, I have a mom in a full-time memory care with 20 other people, all at varying ages. My mother was a superintendent of schools in New York, and she had a UTI about 6 months ago, and now she's in a wheelchair. When you go in there, there's 20 people, and 15 of them are sitting in wheelchairs. But my mother can walk. Last year, she sprinted out of my daughter's graduation. So it's just so to see that people, like you said, they don't need to be a burden, you know.
Right.
And
they shouldn't be a burden in the first place.
No, and they shouldn't be.
Yeah, but it's one of the messages that, and it's actually the message that I always end the presentations, and I'm gonna do it even spoiler alert tomorrow, you know, the lecture that I'm gonna give. I always say that please remember that you don't have to get old and deteriorate as you age.
I love it. I love it. So I want to give both of you the last word. Professor Chan, I want to give you the last word. What do you want to share with our viewers?
Add quality life to longevity and not just years to our life always. And to expand lifespan, we need a health span, and that we have to go to the cell span. With the cell span means we have to move with the stem cell to regenerate the targeted organs. Not all stem cells will work for every disorder. We have to know the right type of stem cells, and together with integrative medicine, combining the conventional medicine plus the biological or other form of medicine, it will be the full medicines to work, and not just to limit to one type of medicine here. We have to be very open for all the physicians. If Ayurveda or traditional Chinese medicine or all kinds of other medicine work and will not harm and will not have contraindication with other therapies, why not?
So it's all about collaboration.
Yes.
Yep. And don't get old as you age. Stay healthy, be alive, and don't forget to have some fun.
And we're going to live to 120 years old.
That's right, 120. I live to 100. You see people living to
105
beyond.
Yes.
And beyond. I remember seeing something 10 years ago in a magazine about living to 150.
Yes.
No need for that. You know, live longer, live better, but not that long.
And have the quality of organs in all of us.
Give the opportunity for your grandkids and the grandkids of your grandkids.
Regenerate all the organs all the time. You need the regeneration all the time.
So there you have it. Thank you, gentlemen, so much for this amazing interview.
Thank you.
European Medical Wellness Centers. Click
European
the link.
European Wellness Biomedical Group. Yes.
European Wellness Biomedical Group. Get a hold of them. Go to the website, find out more about their clinics, find out more about their education, about their publications, and how you can contact them. Gentlemen, thank you so much for doing this with us.
It's
my
a pleasure.
We're here at the American Academy of Stem Cell Physicians. My name is Eric Stoller. I'm here with Professor Michael Chan, and I'm here with Dr. Dimitro Klokol. Thank you so much. You guys have a great evening. Make sure you click the link and get a hold of these gentlemen. They are visionaries, rock stars in this industry. My name's Eric Stoller, and we thank you again. Hi, this is Eric Stoller here at the American Academy of Stem Cells Physicians Conference in Miami. I'm here with Oscar Tellez, the U.S. distributor for TropoCell's PRP. Oscar, thank you for being here. Tell us a little bit about the company and what you do to help medical physicians and their clinics grow.
Nice. Thank you for having me. So we distribute TropoCell's PRP here in the U.S. We help them pretty much by providing them a very simple, fast, and cost-effective PRP system. It makes their office run smooth. It's a single-step system, and they collect the PRP and inject, and it's a very simple system.
Now, you're here at the Stem Cell Conference. Share with me how many of the doctors here are utilizing your systems right now?
Okay, yeah, we have a couple of doctors that are that utilize TropoCell's PRP. We get great feedback since it's a very simple system, one step. It allows the physicians and their staff to concentrate on other things while it's spinning. Doesn't have any cumbersome steps, and just very simple.
Now, if somebody's not been or familiar with PRP, I'm sure most physicians are, what do they need to know if they want to implement a PRP program into their clinic?
So pretty much just know how to inject. TropoCells doesn't offer any training, but there are many training facilities that offer. But because it's a very simple system, there's really no training when it comes to how to process the PRP. Yeah, very simple.
It's very, very simple. And so typically people use it, I know, for hair, right?
For hair, it's used from head to toe, pretty much.
So pretty much anything from head to toe, you can use the PRP system. If people want to get a hold of you and, like, you know, have a conversation, find out about meeting with you, maybe having you come visit them or have a call, how do they do that?
They can find me on LinkedIn. Also, they can visit our website, tropocells.com as well.
Awesome. Now you're here at the American Academy of Stem Cells Physicians. Tell me, how do you like the conference so far?
The conference was great. I met some great, pioneers in the regenerative space, and they're very. I like the fact that they share their, their expertise and all their techniques, and it's like a family.
Absolutely, and remember, this is the cutting edge of what's going on right now in the world of medicine. So if you're a practitioner, if you're thinking about adding new services, get a hold of Oscar and his team. Let them help you. Oscar, I want to give you the final word. Anything you want people to know, so they don't waste time in getting a hold of you.
Well, thank you guys very much. Please consider TropoCells, and please call me if any questions that you guys might have. I appreciate your time.
And what's the website again?
TropoCells.com.
So go to tropocells.com to find out more. Oscar, thank you so much. We're here at the American Academy of Stem Cells Physicians 2023 conference. Hey, get a hold of Oscar. They got a great product. And don't waste time, because you know what? Time is money, and right now you need to give your patients the best care possible, and that's why we're here at this conference today. My name is Eric Stoller. I'm here with Oscar Tejas from TropoCells PRP. Thanks again, and have a great day. I'm here with Dr. David Weiss from West End Foot and Ankle, located in Richmond, Virginia. He was one of the keynote speakers here. David, thank you for doing this interview. Thank you. Share with us a little bit about what you do and what brought you here to the conference this weekend.
Well, I'm primarily trained as a foot and ankle surgeon, and I've found after about 30 years of practice, I'm trying to do less surgery and using stem cell therapy and regenerative medicine to help prevent surgery.
Now, have you found that that's been highly effective in treating patients and helping them recover quicker?
Absolutely. It is the next generation of treatment, and I believe more and more people will be doing this, and as they find out, the results are just remarkable.
Now, you were here speaking today, or this weekend. Tell me a little bit of what you were sharing with the participants.
Well, the beauty of this organization is there's physicians from all around the country with all different disciplines, and I found that by sharing my experience with foot and ankle surgery and how I use placenta and how I use PRP to help augment the surgeries and create better healing and dealing with very difficult fractures that typically would need surgery, we're injecting people with placenta and PRP to prevent surgery. And I think a lot of these colleagues were interested in this and how it can be used in their lower extremity.
Truly amazing. So again, a lot of people that were thinking about going to get a surgery or been recommended to get the surgery, you being able to save them from having to go under the knife.
Absolutely. There have been patients from around the world and patients from around the United States that come in just for this therapy.
That's so amazing. And I know people come in from all over to see you because, again, this is a specialized type of procedure. Share with me about the society and what it's done for you and for people that maybe are thinking about coming to another conference, what you can, share with them.
Oh, this has been an amazing experience. I have learned so much here in the last 48 hours and how I can apply these principles of regenerative medicine to the foot and ankle. And if you're a hand surgeon, you would do the same thing using hand surgery or preventing surgery. It's amazing.
You know what, Doctor, what I heard yesterday from some of the other interviews was, it's a do-it-ourself project, right? We got to be in charge of our own health. And I love that the stem cells is such an amazing way to help heal the body. Can you share with folks when they come to visit you at your clinic, what kind of level of service that they're going to get to go home feeling better than ever?
Well, I think the most important thing is we are a small clinic. I don't have a giant organization, so when folks come in, there's personalized service. You're not a number, and I will I will guide the patient from the beginning to the very, very end, and usually a couple of years afterwards to check on the progress, making sure that our therapies are effective and making sure people are doing okay.
Truly amazing. So if somebody wants to get a hold of you, whether they're a professional that wants more on how some of your procedures can help them in their clinic, or you're looking for help with an injury, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, the easiest would be the website, which is www.richmondpodiatry.com, and that's going to be in Richmond, Virginia, and I am Dr. David Weiss.
Excellent. So before we end, I want to give you the last word on what do you want to encourage people that are serious about getting into the regen space, or actually want to come join. You did share with us about what you got from this conference, that maybe you just want to give the last word of why they need to engage.
Well, the true scientist never loses the feeling of amazement. And I think when we go to these seminars, especially to this seminar, I'm amazed at the therapies that are available that can augment our surgeries that we do now or the procedures that we do now. And it's just when you think you know everything, you find out that there's a lot more to learn.
So there you go. Education, collaboration, getting around experts from all over the world that have all kinds of amazing knowledge that they have gained, just like yourself. So again, we want to thank you. We're here at the American Academy of Stem Cell Physicians, here at their Miami 2023 conference. Click the link, find out more, get a hold of Dr. David Weiss, whether he want to come speak at your conference, help you with your foot and ankle issue, or just find out more about how you might be able to help your patients. This is Eric Stoller with Dr. David Weiss. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Eric.
All right. Thank you.
You're happy being alone, and I've got you on my mind. Taking it right in my body, want you all over my body. Lights out and we never leave, we never leave. I'm always checking my phone and you're happy being alone, and I've got you on my mind. I don't believe it, I'm thinking that we don't believe in love anymore. I hate this feeling, 'cause I won't be breathing you in my lungs anymore. It's not right, you're trading numbers with some dude who's at my party. Oh, taking it right in my body, want you all over my body. Lights out and we never leave, we never leave. I'm always checking my phone and you're happy being alone.